want to be over here?
Can I actually get a picture of your... Oh, thank you. Thank you.
To have a tax strike before.
I think so, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know we've been saying to Congress, stop giving them money, but we keep giving them money. That's how I'm going to so we give it to a public school or something.
Yeah. It's a way, it's a way to
I can't. I can't be against a coalition to
Yeah.
even think about it.
I'm not with any of
No,
this.
no.
I mean, I'm here, supporting
I
the
don't
cause.
know why
but
this is like totally not.
Yeah.
And just they might go to jail.
Well, sure. Good luck.
On the sidewalk, I know what would say it. Have you seen where we had like the river we played for? Because that's the other side for a table. Let's just set them up. Okay. Or one of them. Maybe we just set up one and leave the other one. And there's a third one. They're bringing it over. Okay. Oh yeah. Hi Erin. So really what happened yesterday is we got the park down there. Yeah, I would go.
Outside the public sidewalk, okay? Not included in the business property.
We need to do it like this. Like we thought they took this.
I'm not trying to be on here. I'm not trying to be on here. I'm not trying to be there. You're right.
Maybe we can turn it so it's over here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can help you.
Sorry, we're gonna walk you in.
It's alright.
We have a table, we got 2 more minutes. Thank you. Or do you want to hold on to that? I just was gonna give them to legal observers and de-escalators who are at back of the park.
Are you organizers? We brought this.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Yeah, I put it right here.
Oh, thank you for that, y'all. Appreciate it. You guys want to sign it?
Yeah. Here. You want one? Sure, I'll take one. Thanks. I'll take it.
I know. There's a nice t-shirt. I was like, haha. We have questions. Thank you for being your master. I love it. We have big bubbles. We actually need any of them. So that they need to like question. They're pulling up on their study. Right here. And hold it up. Cool. And for the coffin from here, it doesn't come while they're on the park, because we just have them maybe pull up to somewhere on the side.
You want one now? No, I'm good.
You see the bookies I have from my perspective.
Free Palestine! 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 Free Palestine!
Yes, thank you. That was brilliant. Thank you. You are the man.
City official. Everybody can understand, you know. But the thing about it is, sometimes people don't always agree with what a leader may say. So we have clear identified boundaries. Hopefully it's going to be okay. Okay? We're here for a peaceful protest, guys. We're not here to play nobody. We're not here to play no commotion. Here.
Yuri!
Just running from the secret.
You walk the walk? You walk the hiking school? No, I'm not.
Did you bring camera? Oh, cool. Jill's over there. You like serving fries with that?
Good, good, good.
What is nice?
Free Palestine?
Is it possible for us to, to drive the donation?
Do you want to donate?
No, I will, I have an initiative to, to collect the money from all of us.
Oh, so do you want to like publicize your
Yeah, yeah.
donation? Yeah, that would be great. Let me see.
No, I'll bring the bank. Probably some of us will collect the money from all of us. And then send, and then give to one of you and the organizer. Yeah, talk to your friends. I'm ready though. I'm ready to collect the money.
I want to be here.
We're gonna try to move to the streets also.
Proper plan. Or sweating.
Say what they did the one with the
Not surprised. I mean, how was the city? Yeah, I am too.
Put it back there. Put it back there.
I need to figure it out.
Nice, lovely. Good idea. Need to take.
Is anybody up there?
Thank you so much to everybody for coming out today. This is obviously a horrific time for all of us, but it's also been such a game changer in so many ways this time. We have never seen an outpouring of support for Palestine around the world like we have during the latest bombardment and dispossession for Palestinians in Sheikh Jarrah, in Gaza, in Lids. And I really want to say I appreciate all of you coming out today. I want to introduce our first speakers from Palestinian Youth Movement, and I'm going to hand off the mic to her.
Really?
I'm here with the Palestinian Youth Movement. I hope that you all know us by now since you've come out a few times. We're an independent grassroots movement of Palestinian youth struggling for the liberation of our people and our land. It is difficult to speak. It is difficult to repeat, to be asked our opinion, to be dehumanized and killed and lynched and beaten and silenced. They are counting on our defeat, on our exhaustion, to go back to our daily lives, but they forget that we are Palestinian, how our daily lives don't matter when liberation is near. My friends, liberation is near. We have seen Palestinians from all of Palestine over the past few years struggling together as one, from Jerusalem, Gaza, Nablus, Jenin, Haifa, and Lud. Today, the day of the general strike, the streets of Palestine are empty of cars and shoppers and passerbys. But it is the skies that are filled with the chants of our people as they reclaim their rightful place on the land. The Palestinian land, our land. The general strike today reminds me of a story written by a Palestinian novelist called Ibtisam Barakat, The Book of Disappearance. How one day, she writes, Palestinians disappeared from Palestine. The construction workers who form half of the industry disappear. The pharmacists who form half of the industry disappear. The doctors and nurses who carry the labor in hospitals disappear. The bus and taxi drivers who carry the industry disappear. And how everybody over there freaks out, where did the Palestinians go? We see that in the book, and today we see a glimpse of it in Palestine when they unite. The streets were empty, the chants were loud, and I hope that they continue with our support until liberation comes. Here in North America, the framing of who we are is unjust. We were thousands in the streets in DC. You were there. We were thousands in the streets in DC. And a local DC channel, NBC News 4, had the nerve to be filming next to us when we marched on Saturday and choose to air a story about summer outings rather than our loud voices. Shame. Shame! The media has continued to frame us as violent. I'm sure you've seen interviews on CNN and other outlets with renowned Palestinian voices. And the first question they always ask us, the very first question, do you support the violence? Do you support the violence? What do you think about the violence? Tell me about the violence. There's disregard for us as human beings, our families. My family was bombed 2 days ago. The apartment is shattered. It's in rubble right now on Saturday. Thank God they ran out on time.
Israel kills babies.
They kill babies, exactly. And we're here to tell them.
They throw Molotovs at them.
We're here to tell them that we are not violent. Ibrahim al-Masri, who was 11 years old and was killed in the middle of the street, is not violent. Lina Isa, who was 14 years old, is not violent. Muhammad al-Attar, who was 1 year old, was not violent. Those are just 3 names out of more than 60 Palestinian children who were killed.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Joe Biden is a Zionist.
We are a free people showing an idle world how Palestinians reclaim their freedom. In the streets, striking, chanting, documenting, protecting. And we know that the liberation of our people cannot happen without the liberation of everyone around the world, including people in America. Free, free Palestine! 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 Thank you so much. I want to take a moment to bring up why we're all out here today. So 48 hours ago, Palestinian civil society released a call asking that we go on a general strike today. This is a very historic moment. It's the first time since the formation of the Palestinian Authority that we've had every union, university, and political party in Palestine on board with a general strike today. We are standing here today among millions worldwide. Berlin, Paris, Jordan, Lebanon. Woo! Everybody is coming out, so just our numbers are ones of millions, and that is such a beautiful thing. I want to.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Let's make sure they hear us inside. Free, free Palestine!
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 From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine
Free Palestine! 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 Free Palestine!
Our Palestinian people have been oppressed for long enough. They deserve a lifestyle that they deserve it. They deserve to be able to have enough water. They deserve to have enough food. They deserve that their children shouldn't grow up as orphans. I'm sorry, it rushes into my heart. The Palestinian people don't deserve what's happening to them. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
I lived among the Gaza people for 2 years. I saw how they lived. 3 days ago, daughter Kodak in Gaza, 22 of her family members passed away. Murder, that's right. They were killed with a missile. And Israel likes to make it out to me that they're the victims. But are they the victims, guys?
No!
They are not the victims. Every single missile they drop on the Palestinian people is very calculated. They know exactly where they're sending it. Back in 2018, when the Palestinian people decided they want to go back and they wanted to take their homes, what did the people of Israel do? What did the IDF soldiers do? They picked them off with snipers, little children. Hundreds of people died. This isn't just beginning a week ago. What happened in Sheikh Jarrah, yes, it's a tragedy, but it's been going on. And I'm so happy that what happened with Sheikh Jarrah ignited all of you to come out here. All of you to come out and support the people of Palestine. They deserve so much better. And so if any politician in America sees this, the 25 politicians that signed the letter to Secretary Blinken, thank you so much for standing by the Palestinian people. We didn't even have one person to stand by us 10 years ago. And now we have 25. And Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! And to just let you know, all the politicians that still stand with Israel, the oppressors, the killers, the terrorists, the occupiers, your day is coming. You will be voted out. Yes! We have the power. We will vote you out. Ted Cruz, the goofball that abandoned his people when they were dying in a snowstorm, and he went to Mexico. But yet he wants to go and help Israel in their time of need. Yet there's 250 Palestinian people dead, including 60 plus children. And yet there's 10 Israeli people dead. That's just in 1 week. Back in the 48, and Nakba, better known as the catastrophe, better known as the Nakba, in 1948, 750,000 Palestinian refugees misplaced, and 13,000 people who refused to leave their homes, killed, slaughtered. We can't accept this. We can't accept this. America can't have allies that do this. America must end their alliance with Israel. It's a terrorist state. It's a terrorist state. America must end its alliance with Israel. TSA coming over here. Y'all not be loud. They patted me head to toe. Be louder! End it now! 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 End it now!
A couple things to know before we move on. One, I do want to mention the police are blocking access from Van Ness, so some folks may be hella delayed, and that's not cool, y'all. Like, stop blocking our shit. Also, we do need 8 volunteers to help with part of this event. If you are a volunteer and you're willing to help,
I just walked right by it. They blocked like the whole way to the entrance.
For another, like, 20 minutes
Yeah,
or
they
so,
blocked
but
the whole
that's over here.
Yeah, I know. No, they blocked it. I'd rather the blockade let people walk than have the because I wouldn't be surprised if people walk.
Yeah, exactly. Not sure enough Van Ness. They told me we would close that down. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
for Palestine. I'm going to take
I want everybody to do me a favor right now. Hold your signs up, hold your flags up.
Starting them early.
This is their headquarters right here, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't no joke. We're not here for a picnic. That's right, because the International Criminal Court, when the time comes, will be a mercy for these people. Because when the Palestinian people get their way, there will be no return for the state of Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, in the summer of 2009, I went on a journey with a group of Americans on a humanitarian aid convoy to Gaza. This was after Operation Cast Lead, if y'all remember, one of many wars that Israel has inflicted upon the people of Gaza. In that summer, in July, we were driving through the Sinai Peninsula with whatever aid we could muster after dealing with obnoxious and obstructive Egyptian authorities who were colluding with the occupation. We finally made it after a 2-week journey And after having to visit the American embassy in Cairo to sign our rights away, I kid you not, the American embassy required us as Americans to go to the embassy, pay a fee, and sign a document that once we entered Gaza, the U.S. was no longer responsible for us, believe it or not. But see, we signed that paper willingly because we had nothing to fear in Gaza. We were going for our people. We entered Gaza in the middle of the night after the Egyptians blocked us from entering during the day and being received by the thousands of people who were willing to receive us. We entered Gaza in the middle of the night, and I kid you not, Americans from all walks of life, white, black, Jewish, Muslim, Christian, all knelt down to the ground and made sujood. All knelt down to the ground and said one thing, the same thing this guy said right here, Allahu Akbar. Everybody said Allahu Akbar. People didn't know what it meant, but they said it because that feeling was mutual. We entered Gaza. The Egyptian authorities gave us 24 hours. That's it. They said you enter and you leave. We came in, we brought whatever we could, and we met with a man who had been taken from underneath the rubble. His entire family was killed. His wife, his daughters, his in-laws, everybody was killed. He was the last surviving member of his family in one of the most vicious attacks in Gaza in 2008, 2009, in Operation Cast Lead, and he met us with a smile. And he said, you know, I appreciate you guys coming all the way from America to provide much needed relief and aid, but he said, I just have to be real with you guys for a second. So we prepared ourselves for a real talk. And he said, in Gaza we can take care of ourselves. We don't need your blankets. We don't need your food. We don't need your water. But what we need is for you to work in America. We need you to prevent your government from supporting another massacre of our people once again. And I swear to you, and God is my witness, that trip changed my life. Because when I came back, I made it a duty upon myself to work and serve this cause and serve my people. We're not only talking about humanitarian relief here, we're not talking about a cessation of fire here. We're talking about an end to the full blockade of Gaza, the full siege of Gaza. We're talking about a full and complete end to the occupation. This is the work that we do at American Muslims for Palestine, and this is why I'm so happy that all of you came today. Because we want to translate this mobilization into effective political force. There is a reason why 10 members of Congress stood on the House floor and made the statements that they made in support of the Palestinian people. There's a reason for that. This didn't come out of the blue. This didn't just come from their own punch. No. This came because of you. This came because of the grassroots mobilization and the work that you've been doing for the past 30 years in this country. And the tide is turning. And the time is right. So that when we chant free, free Palestine, and they chant what? Death to the Arabs. Yeah! That's what they chant. That shows you the stark difference in what we're demanding and what they're demanding. They're demanding a full ethnic cleansing and genocide of our people. Yes, they do. And we're demanding freedom and justice for all. There will be a day, my dear brothers and sisters, and mark my word. Mark my word, there will be a day where the Palestinian resistance will be memorialized in these streets of Washington, D.C. There will be speeches made at the United Nations and in Congress, remembering the heroism of the Palestinian people. Because our sacrifices do not go in vain, and we will make sure they do not go in vain. So stay up and stand up with me and say it together loud and clear. From the river to the sea. Thank you very much. Make sure you follow AM Palestine, AM Palestine.
If you're one of our volunteers, if you guys could go over to that corner where that big tree is. go over there. And I'm gonna hand this off to our next cheerleader. Free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! We are here, we are here! We are here, we are here! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! We are here, we are here! We are here, we are here! Sheikh Jarrah, don't you cry! Sheikh Jarrah, don't you cry! You got it. Palestine will never die! Palestine will never die! Sheikh Jarrah, don't you cry! Sheikh Jarrah, don't you cry! Palestine will never die! Palestine will never die! USA, hold your knife! USA, hold your knife! Occupation is a crime! Occupation is a crime! USA, hold your knife! USA, hold your knife! Occupation is a crime! Occupation is a crime! Israel is apartheid! Children and families died! Children and families died! Israel is apartheid! Children and families died! Children and families died! Israel is an apartheid! Children and families died! Children and families died! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Show me what solidarity looks like! This is what solidarity looks like! This is what solidarity looks like! This is what solidarity looks like! Show me what solidarity looks like! Show me what solidarity looks like! This is what solidarity looks like! This is what solidarity looks like! Show me what solidarity looks like! Show me what solidarity looks like! This
Occupation is a crime.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Hurrah, hurrah, 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 Gaza.
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 1, 2, 3, 4.
1,
to see the solidarity with all of you today. As you know, we commemorated the beginning of the Nakba in the 73rd year after the beginning of the Nakba in 1948. So this poem is dedicated to all of us, parents, our grandparents, and great-grandparents who were dislocated at that time.
Louder, please. They can't hear back here.
Continue to be dislocated, dispossessed, expelled. This poem is titled Colors for the Diaspora. Blue-green, watery globe, tugging to a red core. We are a distant comet, white cloud of unburnished rocks, frisking the heavens for an arc to earth, sea, home, green-brown Palestine, cactus fruit and wild pine, olive orchards, cypress trees. We travel on your mountaintops, tethered by voices from suitcases and the yaw of blackened keys. Blue-black night, silver stars of ancestors traveling a displaced orbit around a lost sun, repeating, when will we see the colors of our land? When will we land? Thank you.
She wears her curves like a lady of mystery, her dark lines bending with the weight of her pain, sharpening over time, heavy with despair. Over the years, her shape has shifted from a beautiful diamond into fragmented pieces, scattered, shattered. Her light has dimmed. It flickers with the pain of years past, the yellow light from within slowly burning out until it flickers no more, just darkness. Enveloping the night, a darkness so deep it stings, creating a cocoon of hopelessness. Her shallow breath, a melody of sorrow. I close my eyes and count the beats. 1, 2, 3, and on until I too am breathless. This ache in my heart burns with the fear of not knowing if I will be there the day she takes her last breath. If there is anything I will have done to help her breathe again. I catch my breath as I hear a sound. She steps lightly. Out of the darkness, a shadow silhouetted by the aura of promise. With every step, a new branch has sprung. I squint my eyes, sharpening the image. The branches have blossomed into the fruit of my people. Olive trees abound as she approaches me. She extends one delicate branch. As I extend my hand to her, watching her, our eyes locked. It touches my hand. I am shocked by the feeling of cold metal. I break my gaze and look down to see it is not an olive branch, but a rifle, heavy and imposing. I look into her eyes and see a fiery resistance flames burning within her white hot scalding. She is angry, fueled by the years of oppression, filled with the rage of millions of people, forced to flee and to fight. Her rage begins to consume me as I start to feel the fire. I am reminded of my life and my purpose, living in the diaspora so far from her. She blames me. I feel the weight of that blame on my chest and realize I have been holding my breath, waiting for her to speak. What can I do? What have I done? Please forgive me. I have done my best to make you proud. She opens her mouth to speak. I I await breathless, dizzy with anticipation, faint with hope. She whispers to me, I am proud of you. I close my eyes in relief, and when I open them again, she is gone. My land, my home, Palestine. I have not forsaken you. You are my compass, my North Star. You guide me to fight for you and give my life purpose. In the deepest, darkest parts of me, I am you. You are me. Together we will set you free. 73 years, and we're still here. Thank you.
tell you.
All right, we're taking a moment to honor all of our
Speaking of
brothers and
Jerusalem,
sisters who have
we
fallen
were talking
during
about
the most
this earlier.
recent bombardment on our people.
Every single one of our beloved family members and people in Gaza means something. And we will say the names of every martyr thus far. The first name, and I'm going to pass it to my brother Zayd, who we're going to be saying the names together. Yusuf Mansi.
Ahmed Al-Mansi.
Yasmin Muhammad Hassan.
Ahmed Sabah.
Bahad Muhammad Al-Khalid.
Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Amin.
Manar Khadr Ahmed Isa.
Faiza Ahmed Muhammad Salam.
Mustafa Hassan Ahmed Al-Abid.
Amir Hassan Muhammad Al-Jalal.
Wala Muhammad Ibrahim Amin.
وردة محمد إبراهيم أمين. هديل محمد إبراهيم أمين.
سهاد يوسف محمد الرئيسي. خيمة دياب محمد.
علي صوتك.
خلود فؤاد فرحان الزملي. مؤيد تيسير عبد الرحمن الخطيب. عبد الرحمن. أثبيت خلف عزام. صبرين ناصر. محمد أبو دية. حاشم محمد الزغبي. نعيمة صالح سلامة عايش.
نسرين ناصر محمد أبو قليط. سهيب عبد الرحيم أيوب غانم. إسماعيل جمال النوبصي. مالك مصباح أسعد حمدان. عصام وائل عسايرة. نضال صايد مصطفى الصفدي.
عيسى إبراهيم، محمد عادل شكير، شريف خالد سلمان، عواد أحمد خالد، محمد روحي حامد، موسى خالد مادي، سكار عبد المجيد الحياة، حسام بكر الحياة، يوسف محدي محمود نواصرة.
محمد عمر النجار، ليالي تاها عباس شرير، نضال حبيب اسماعيل حنا، ظافر مرين ظافر الشوق، جمعة عبد الله الطهلة، راحل محمد خلف الحروب، أحمد محمد عطا، علي الله مصري، محمد عبد الله خياد، محمد علي، محمد نصير، إبراهيم أحمد طلال الشمعاري.
صابر إبراهيم محمود سليمان، بشير محمد علوش، عصمت شعبان عبد الله الزيد، نبيل نعمان محمد دردونة، رائد العبد زكي أبو وردة، سليمان محمد الفرة، موسى خميس موسى الزيد، كمال تيسير قراطع، محمد يحيى محمد أبو العطا، سميح فهيم هاشم المملوك، أميرة عبد الفتاح صواح، موسى حسونة، إياد فتحي فايق شريف،
عبد الرحمن يوسف علي صباح، منطر عبد الكريم محمد بركة، منار عبد الكريم محمد بركة، محمد عبد الرؤوف خلاص، ريما سعيد كمال سعيد، حسن محمد حسن الهواد، وائل الكريم علي عيسى، أحمد عبد الفتاح كراغلب، حسين عتية الطيطاش، محمود جميل خلوصة.
سعيد حاشم الحطو، ميامي عبد الله عرافة، حديل خلود عرافة، محمود أحمد أبو عامر، منصور يوسف حسن الدريملة، مصطفى مازن سالم كردية، نادر محمد نبيع الغزلي، عبد السلام محمود نبيع الغزلي، ماجد ربيع محمود أبو سعدة، عواد نبيل محمد أبو سلمية،
باسم عبد الكريم علي عيسى، جمال محمد سعيد الزبدي، حمزة محمود الهوار، محمد معن القراعي، محمد عبد المنعم شاهين، ميسون زكي هاشم الحطو، أحمد وليد الطلاع، محمد أحمد أبو أمسي، وليد موسى خالد الشملي، حامد إياد منصور الدبري، نائب خالد يونس البراوي، عاطف عبد الرحمن جمعة البراوي،
محمود وراس سامي سعيد محمد رضوان، أحمد إبراهيم أبو صفران، محمد ناحد جبيل أبو صفران، حجار علي عبد الرزاق المدهون، عبد الرحيم محمد عبد الله المدهون، أسامة جمال الزبدة، خالد عماد البنور، فطران محمد عبد العال الأطار،
حليمة علي محمد المدحون، عز الدين محمد عبد الله خلاف، محمد سعيد، محمد عطا، عبد العزيز عبد الحميد، أبو طاعيمة، مجاهد ماجد يوسف الحديدي، حازم مصبح إبراهيم الخطيب، مصطفى محمد، سليمان فرحان، محمود محمد جميل فارس.
And now the names of the children. Dina Iyad Fathi Sharif, Jur Al-Zamani, Ahmad Rami Mahmoud Al-Hawajiri, Mahmoud Hamid Hassan Qalba, Ibrahim Muhammad Ibrahim Al-Rantisi, Lina Muhammad Mahmoud Isa, Yamin Ala Abu Hattab, Bilal Ala Abu Hattab, Yusuf Ala Abu Hattab, Abdul Rahman Muhammad Al-Hadid.
What is a young lady laying on the ground? Oh, you know about it? Okay.
سحيب محمد الحديدي، محمد صبر إبراهيم سلمان، مصطفى محمد محمود عبيد، براء بسام أحمد الغرابيل، رخاء محمد عبد الله المصري، يزن سلطان محمد المصري، حسين منير حسين حامد، محمد عبد الله المصري، إبراهيم يوسف عبد الله المصري، مروان يوسف عبد الله مصر.
إبراهيم عبد الله، محمد حسنين، لينا إياد فتحي شريف، زياد محمد عودة طلباني، هالة حسين رفعت ريفي، مريم طلباني، بشار أحمد إبراهيم صمود، حمزة محمود ياسين علي، حمادة عطية محمود، عمار كيسير، ميان منير إبراهيم العمور،
يحيى مازن شحاده خليفه، أطهم التناني، أمير التناني، إسماعيل التناني.
محمد زيان الأخطار، إسلام زيان الأخطار، أمير زيان الأخطار، إبراهيم الزنتيسي، عمر الزميري،
زكريا علوش، رشيد أبو عرة، سعيد يوسف محمد عودة، زيد فاضل محمد قيسية، رشيد محمد أبو عرة.
But the list that we just read to you is not even the full list. This only has 155 names on it.
لا إله إلا الله.
Who have been martyred. 21 members of the Al-Qawlaq family was murdered yesterday in the neighborhood of Al-Rimal in Gaza. I want to take the chance to actually recite Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter of the Quran, for all of our martyrs. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Sister Zainab will make.
مع القديسين أرح يا رب نفس عبدك حيث لا وجع ولا حزن ولا تنهد بل حياة أبدية.
شكرا زينة، الله يرحمهم، الله يحييكم، الله يقوينا كلنا. Our struggle ahead is long. This is not to 3 to 5 business days. This is not a news cycle. We need endurance. Yeah. We need to continue this process. As horrible media asks us, can you explain how it got here this week? How do you begin to explain to them that since 1917, Palestinians have said Zionism is not a solution?
Right.
Zionism is not an answer. You are welcome here. You are welcome here as immigrants. You are welcome here in Palestine. You are not welcome here as our masters. Right. You are not welcome here. We belong to this land. We continue to struggle. 1921, 1922, 1929. Revolt, revolt, revolt. 1936,
movement. This is a Palestinian struggle for liberation. We went to the UN, 1975, fighting for the reform of racism and racial discrimination. We continued 1982, 1987, 1993, 2000 to 2005 in our second intifada. You want to know how we got here today? 100 years of struggle, of relentless protest. We are fighting for a decolonial future. As Muhammad said, we want freedom. They think we can't belong if they exist. We say you can stay if we exist. You can stay, just not as our masters. That is the beauty of Palestinian struggle. We are fighting.
chant that is in honor of all the indigenous people that have gotten their land stolen from them. If you don't know that, land of the Native Americans of this country. So we are going to fight for the Palestinian people, because what happened to the Native Americans, we are watching that shit in real time right now. So it is our fucking duty to fight and protect every single one of our Palestinian siblings, our brothers and sisters in this revolution. But I promise you, when I did it with the indigenous people, the indigenous organizations that came down here to do their protests, I promise you it's so powerful. So when I say land, y'all are gonna say back. And I'm gonna keep saying land, and y'all are gonna keep saying back, because we are not gonna stop fucking fighting until every single Palestinian gets to return back. Palestine will return.
Palestine! but we do. I'm Palestinian and Syrian, so you can just call me a full rebel and blood. I can call me but we used in Syria, not being used in Palestine makes my heart drop. It makes my heart drop. So at our protests here in the U.S., we do something where I think I did this last time with y'all. We're gonna get down. We're gonna get a little low. For those of you who can't, I know a lot of people, older people, a lot of people have a little bit, a lot of people have muscle issues. I understand back pains. But I want to see all of you who can. I know there's a lot of youth here. When I'm going to go ahead and do 4 to 5 times of the people united will never be defeated. It's going to start quiet. Okay? So it's the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. 3, 4. And on the 5th one, I want every single one of you to jump. I see you guys in Depka lines. I know you guys can jump. I know you can be so damn loud. I want us to shake this damn city. I want every single one of you to shake this damn city. So we're going to go ahead. The people united. United will never be defeated. The people 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 remember to look at the Palestinian youth movement when you go home. I want every single one of you to go on your phones. I want you to follow that page. I want you to make a difference. I see so many young faces in the crowd. But where are you guys when we're organizing? That's where the real work is done. They don't want to see us win. They don't want us to exist. The issues with Israel stem all the way here, $3.8 billion that could be used to help Southeast DC.
Fuck Joe Biden.
Northwest DC. Southwest DC. Do you know where we're at? Do you see the money that's being brought? You're not even closing the whole list. How do we not have enough money if we're selling billions of dollars to a terrorist, apartheid government? Because I want every single one of you to stand against all the oppressors. Every single oppressor, I want you to stand because, again, standing for Palestine means you stand for every single oppressed person. Whether you understand it in the Middle East or your silence is violence. Palestine! be human. This is not what we're targeting right now. What we're targeting is the illegal Israeli apartheid war machine. And I want that to be everyone's focus. Because when you say it's only a Muslim issue, you take away my mother's family who's Christian Palestinian. You take away issue against an oppressor that the United States emboldened to a $3.8 billion a year yesterday and this morning. This morning, Biden called for a ceasefire. He said there should be a ceasefire. And then he gave $735 million to Israel. It starts right here with our money. It's going towards killing my people, to killing the Palestinian people. I want another martyr. I want to be another name. I want you to be mad. I want you to be so mad that you hold your public officials accountable. I want you to be so mad that you let $1 go to this illegal ethnic colonial regime. Everyone here, repeat after me. This is the bill that relieves us from unconditional aid to Israel, and it takes away the money being spent on the missiles, spent on the airstrikes, spent on the illegal weapons that the IDF uses to police us. No more! Go home today. You have this great thing coming up, and when you go home today, I need you to figure out who your elected officials are. I need you to figure out who these people are, and you let them know that you support HR 2590. My whole life as a Palestinian, everyone denied my existence. My whole life I would talk in circles about what my family went through overseas, and no one listened. We're gonna make them listen! It starts right here in the United States, on these streets. Take back the money, reclaim the money, put it back into our communities, divest it from the illegal apartheid regime. Here it hurts in their pockets. Make it hurt. I want y'all to be angry and I want you to act. Y'all showed up today, but I want you to go home and act.
kids have you killed today? How many bombs have you dropped today? Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! Save, save, just the rock! Save, just the rock! Settler, settler, go back home! Just the rock is ours alone! Just the rock is ours alone! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Netanyahu, you will see! Palestine will be free! Biden, Biden, you will see! Palestine will be free! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Palestine will never die! Free, free Gaza! End the siege on Gaza now! End the siege on Gaza now! Let's all do this together. Let's make sure they know who we're out here for. Gaza! Gaza!
Not that I am aware of. I haven't checked the state.
For the last 24 hours, Palestinians have been circling a manifesto of dignity and hope. Because I swear to God, our people are fucking magic. It's called the Unity Intifada. The people of Palestine, here we are, writing a new chapter of courage and pride in which we tell a story of justice and the truth that no level of Israeli colonial repression can erase, however cruel and brutal that repression may be. This story of truth is a simple one in our land. The truth that Palestinians are one people, one society. Zionist gangs forced out most of our people and stole our homes and destroyed our villages. Then Zionists decided to shred what remained of Palestine, isolating us and separating us in small strips of our land. They tried to turn us into different societies, each living apart, each in its own prison. That is how Zionism has sought to control us. That is how they work to fragment our political will and to prevent a united struggle in the face of racist settler colonialism in all of Palestine. This is how Israel imprisoned us in prisons of isolation. Some of us caged in the Oslo prison in the West Bank. Some of us in the citizen prison in the part of Palestine occupied in 1948. Some of us isolated by the monstrous siege and ongoing devastating assault on the Gaza prison. Some of us isolated under the systemic Judaization campaigns of the Jerusalem prison, and some of us isolated from Palestine altogether, dispersed all corners of the globe. It is now time for this tragedy to end. In these days, we write a new chapter, a chapter of a united intifada that seeks our one and only goal, reuniting Palestinian civil society in all its different parts, reuniting our political will and our means of struggle to confront Zionism throughout Palestine. This long intifada is, at its heart, an intifada of consciousness. It is an intifada to overthrow off the filth of quietude and defeatism. Because of it, the brave generations to come will have been raised once again on the fundamental principle of our unity. It will stand in the face of elites working to deepen and entrench the divisions in and between our communities. This intifada will be a long one in the streets of Palestine, in the streets around the world. An intifada that fights the hand of injustice wherever it tries to reach. and collected in the face of bullets of the Israeli occupation wherever they are fired.
Before we go, I need everyone to put this phone number in their phones and make a call before you leave here today. If everyone here calls, they will feel our pressure. Today, it was announced that Chairman Meeks, a congressman and the chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, decided not to halt the sale of Israel. Yesterday, he said he was going to do it. Today, he decided he doesn't want to anymore. Everyone here puts this number in their phones and calls him and tells him to place a hold on the weapons to Israel. They will feel our pressure. The phone number is 202 225 5021. Again, 202 225 Let's do our part. If everyone here calls, they have to listen. They have to listen. Let's make sure in Congress they hear us too. Our senators, our congresspeople must hear. Not just HR 2590, but everything. They need to know that they must support the Palestinian people. For more information, more action, check out the organizations that help me today, including American Muslims for Palestine. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're dropping things to do every day, just like today, Poland Meets. Make sure you join.
from the community. So that you have that information and that what you want. There should be still water and like some snacks over at the table. Like sorry, probably find it. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Obviously, welcome to stage and all that.
worth? No, that's the fee. Occupier and occupied. And